Shalom. Back with part 3. 1948er slash small hat says he's stronger than the Most High Power God and will be victorious over the Most High Power God. All right? So let's continue here. All right? Again, people, the scriptures speak for themselves. We're just reading the testimony. All right? So this is Isaiah 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Okay, Lucifer is not talking about the spiritual entity Satan. This is talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, so it's talking about the 1948ers, all right, the small hats, which are the head tribe, Amalek. Okay? So, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? What is that saying? This is talking about him falling out of power. Okay? And that's what you're witnessing. You're watching them fall out of power. And you can link this up again with Luke 10 and 18. Give me a minute. All right, this is Luke 10 and 18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan. And again, Satan simply means adversary, people. That's the definition of Satan or Satan. All right? It's talking about the adversary, the human counterpart here on earth, the children of Satan. Okay? So I beheld Satan, the adversary of the Lord, who are the Edomites, the people cursed to the Lord's judgment. They are the wicked. You can go to Malachi 1 and 4. Will tell you that the Lord refers to them as the border of wickedness, that they shall build, but the Lord shall throw down, and that the Lord have indignation, righteous anger forever with them, right? So I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven, meaning falling from power. What you people need to understand is that there is no hell. Hell, like heaven, are conditions that are played out here on the earth. Let me repeat that. Hell, there ain't no hell. Hell and heaven are conditions that are played out here on the earth. The Negro Latinos and Native Americans who make up the 12 tribes of Israel, and that's according to the scriptures, the Bible, as well as circular history, which backs that up, which was written by Edomite scholars themselves, going back to the 17th, 18th, early 19th centuries, okay? And most of us own those books, all right? These things were suppressed and kept out of the libraries and kept out of your textbooks, all right? So, we're on the bottom. And who's the Lord coming back to exalt? The meek, the poor, the ones that are abased. It is Esau that sits in the power seat. He's in his heaven while we're in our hell. We're the ones who catch hell. We're the ones living in hellish conditions. Not him. He rules the world. He sits in the power seat. They own the media, the military-industrial complex, the corporations. Do you understand, people? The banks, okay? The Federal Reserve. Hello? Wake the hell up. Let's get back. So again, I'm not going to take you into the meaning of Lucifer. I'm in the blue letter, but you can do that on your own, all right? It simply means light bearer. And that's talking about the Illuminati, the light bearers on the left-hand side of the Lord, all right, overseen by the spiritual entity Satan. But we're on the right-hand side. We're light bearers on the right-hand side under Yahweh Shai, all right? So, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? How is he fallen out of power? Son of the morning, how art thou cut to the ground, which did weaken the nations? How did they weaken the nations? With their wars, the sword, all right, their bombings, okay, their B-52s, their modern-day drones, okay, do you understand? All right, verse 13, for thou hast said in thy heart that I will ascend into heaven, and I will exalt my throne above the stars of God, and I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation, the church, the temple, are you Israelites. See, in the sides of the North America. There you go. You understand? How do you link this up with Thessalonians 2 and 4? I'm not going to take you over there. I'll simply quote it. Who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, all right, who sitteth in the temple, right, again, the congregation, the church, who sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. Hello, people, right? You see it, right? You see the God complex, right? You understand? I will ascend above the heights. All right? I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, and I will be like the Most High. You see that? Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell. See, he's going to be made abased. Those that are exalted shall be made abased. Those that are abased shall be exalted. You see that? Do you understand, people? Do you get it? All right? To the sides of the pit. There you go. What's another word for pit? Dungeon. And they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man? You see, he's a man. He's not a God. That made the earth to tremble and dictate kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness. How did he do that? Through his wars, right? And destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners, right? And we have nothing but jakes in these prisons. You can put all those nations together, and it wouldn't even add up to all the jakes that are in prison here in the Americas. You get it? You understand, people? All right? Give me a minute. And let me give you this precept before we come back to part 4. And though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, right? And that's the symbolism for these Edomites all throughout their history, whether it was the Greeks calling themselves the Greeks, calling themselves the Roman Empire, all right? Germany, France, the British Empire, Spain, they all bear on their arms, on their flags, the eagle. And here in America, right? You see that? You understand, people? So, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, you see that? Right? Going into, space. And again, nobody's ever been to the moon, okay? Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh. There you go. We'll be right back with part 4 to close out. Shalom.